Hey, English learners! Welcome back to the LeapTalk English Podcast, your cozy little place to learn easy English through real, everyday conversations. I'm Mary.
And I'm Albert.
Albert, I want to ask you a question that might make you feel a little uncomfortable. Have you ever looked at a friend's social media post about a new job, a beautiful trip, or a major life update, and instead of feeling happy for them, you felt a sharp, heavy pang of jealousy?
Oh, Mary. If I'm being completely transparent, yes. It happened last night. An old classmate posted a picture of their gorgeous new apartment. I looked around my own small workspace, felt this sudden wave of bitterness, and immediately locked my phone. Then I felt awful for being such a bad friend.
Thank you for being so honest, Albert. What you experienced is what we call digital envy. It's that painful sting of comparison that happens when we look at someone else's life online and immediately feel like our own life is falling behind.
Exactly. You feel completely inadequate, even though your life was perfectly fine before you opened the app.
And that is exactly what we are exploring today.
Digital envy, the comparison trap, and how to protect your peace of mind in a hyper-connected world.
Not by telling you to delete every account and become a hermit.
No, definitely not. More by recognizing that what we see online is just a performance, not the whole truth.
If you're learning English with us today, just relax into the conversation. This episode is custom built for B1 and B2 learners. If you're A2, don't worry about catching every single vocabulary word. Just stay with the feeling and the flow.
Listen for the tone, repeat the useful phrases, and stay with us.
Later on, we'll do our signature calm word tour with 8 highly useful words from today's chat.
And near the end, we'll dive into Say It Better, where we take simple, self-critical sentences and transform them into natural, emotionally intelligent English.
Like, instead of saying, I hate seeing other people succeed because it makes me sad,
You can say, I sometimes struggle with the comparison trap when I look at another person's highlights.
and instead of saying, I am a bad person for feeling jealous,
You can say, I am experiencing a normal wave of vulnerability, but it doesn't define my character.
So settle in. Today we are learning how to look at other people's joy without losing our own, in a calm, real-world way.
Mary, let's talk about why this emotion feels so incredibly sensitive. Why is it so hard for us to admit that we feel envious?
Because envy carries a massive amount of shame. We think that feeling envious means we are malicious, bitter, or unkind. But from an evolutionary standpoint, comparison is just the brain's way of checking where we stand in the tribe. The problem is that modern technology has made our environment hyper-connected.
Hyper-connected, meaning we are constantly bombarded with information and updates about hundreds of people all at once, far more than our brains were ever designed to handle.
Exactly. And what are we comparing ourselves to? We are comparing our messy, behind-the-scenes daily reality with everyone else's carefully curated highlight reel.
Highlight reel. That means a collection of the absolute best, most exciting, and most beautiful moments of someone's life, leaving out all the boring or difficult parts.
Precisely. It's an incredibly unfair comparison. When you compare your ordinary Monday morning with someone else's tropical vacation highlight reel, you naturally diminish your own progress.
This hits language learners in a very specific way, too. I hear from many students who say they listen to advanced speakers online and immediately feel completely discouraged about their own English journey.
Oh, absolutely. They see a video of someone speaking flawlessly, and they don't see the years of awkward stumbles, late-night studying, and frustration that came before it. They just see the finished product.
And then they think, why bother trying? I'll never sound like that.
Right. They allow someone else's success to deliver a negative verdict on their own potential. But another person's fluency doesn't take anything away from your own milestones. Language learning isn't a race with a single winner. It's a personal path.
Did you have a specific moment recently where you caught yourself falling hard into this comparison trap?
Yes, last month. I was feeling quite tired after a long week of work, and I scrolled past a post from a creator who had just launched a massive new project, while apparently going to the gym every morning and cooking gourmet meals. I sat there feeling completely useless.
How did you pull yourself out of that tailspin?
I had to consciously become grounded in my own reality. I put my phone down, took a deep breath, and made a physical list of things I am genuinely grateful for in my actual life right now. I had to remind myself that their success didn't mean I was failing.
That is such a vital practice. Being grounded means returning to the facts of your own life instead of floating away into an imaginary competition.
Exactly. Once I did that, the bitterness faded, and I was actually able to look at their post and think, good for them, they worked hard for that. It allowed me to cultivate a mindset of abundance instead of lack.
Cultivate, meaning to deliberately foster, grow, and develop a specific quality or attitude over time.
Yes, we have to actively cultivate peace because comparison will grow entirely on its own. Now, let's slow down and practice our 8 useful words from today's conversation. Our first word is envy.
Envy, envy.
Envy is the painful, uncomfortable feeling of wanting something that someone else has, like their success, looks, or possessions.
Acknowledging a difficult emotion safely.
It takes a lot of maturity to admit when you feel a flash of envy.
Or transforming that feeling.
I want to turn my envy into constructive inspiration.
Our second word is inadequate.
Inadequate. Inadequate.
Inadequate means feeling not good enough, insufficient, or lacking the qualities needed to measure up to a certain standard.
When social media makes you doubt your worth,
Scrolling through luxury travel posts often leaves people feeling inadequate.
or overcoming that doubt, my path is completely different, so I refuse to feel inadequate. Our third word is highlight reel.
Highlight reel. Highlight reel.
A highlight reel is a selected collection of the most successful, attractive, and exciting moments of a person's life, typically presented on social media.
Reminding yourself of the digital illusion?
Never compare your daily life to someone else's highlight reel.
Or analyzing online behavior. Social media is just a highlight reel, not the full story.
Our fourth word is diminish.
Diminish. Diminish.
To diminish means to make something seem smaller, less important, or less valuable than it actually is. When you look down on your own hard work,
Don't let someone else's milestones diminish your own progress.
or protecting your self-worth, I am learning not to diminish my small victories. Our fifth word is hyperconnected.
Hyperconnected. Hyperconnected.
Hyperconnected describes a state where people are constantly excessively linked to digital networks, information, and each other through technology.
Navigating the modern world safely.
Living in a hyper-connected society puts immense pressure on our attention.
Or recognizing the source of stress.
Digital fatigue is a natural byproduct of being hyper-connected.
Our sixth word is grounded.
Grounded. Grounded.
Grounded describes being mentally stable, sensible, realistic, and connected to the peaceful reality of your own present life.
Returning to calm facts during anxiety, a simple gratitude list is a great way to stay grounded.
Or describing a secure personality.
She remains wonderfully grounded despite all her massive success. Our seventh word is cultivate.
Cultivate. Cultivate.
To cultivate means to intentionally nurture, grow, improve, or develop a specific skill, habit, or quality over time through careful effort.
Growing a healthier mindset.
I am working hard to cultivate a sense of inner peace.
Or developing language confidence. Consistency is the only way to cultivate true speaking fluency.
Our eighth and final word is vulnerable.
Vulnerable. Vulnerable.
Vulnerable describes being emotionally open, exposed to hurt, or willing to risk showing your real flaws and insecurities.
Sharing your true struggles with a peer. Admitting that you feel jealous requires you to be completely vulnerable.
Or finding strength in honesty. Being vulnerable in your writing helps you build an authentic connection.
What a profound and relevant vocabulary set for modern adults. Let's remember them. Envy, inadequate, highlight reel, diminish, hyperconnected, grounded, cultivate, and vulnerable.
Now let's move into Say It Better, where we transform basic, self-critical sentences into sophisticated, emotionally intelligent English expressions.
Let's look at this common blunt phrase. I hate seeing other people succeed because it makes me sad.
It sounds a bit harsh. Instead, articulate that exact social pressure with elegance.
I sometimes struggle with the comparison trap when I look at another person's highlights.
Or, seeing other people's milestones can occasionally trigger my own insecurities.
Here's one we say when we judge ourselves for feeling jealous. I am a bad person for feeling jealous.
Frame it with gentleness and emotional maturity instead.
I am experiencing a normal wave of vulnerability, but it doesn't define my character.
Or, I recognize a moment of envy, and I'm choosing to ground myself in my own reality.
What about when you feel discouraged by an advanced English speaker? Their English is perfect and mine is terrible.
Drop that unfair verdict. Reframe the comparison cleanly.
I'm trying not to let someone else's highlight reel diminish my own language journey.
Or, they are at a different stage of their process, and my progress is completely valid.
Here's one when deciding to take a break from scrolling. I need to stop looking at successful people online.
Say it with intentional strength.
I'm stepping away from the screen to cultivate a healthier mental baseline.
Or, I need to unplug from this hyper-connected space to stay properly grounded.
These alternative phrases are so empowering because they move you out of the courtroom of self-judgment and into the seat of clear self-awareness.
Absolutely, Albert. They give you the precise tools to speak about your vulnerabilities without sounding weak.
So let's open up the comments section.
Have you ever felt that sharp ache of digital envy while looking at someone else's success online? How did you handle it?
Share your story openly below and try your absolute best to weave in one word from today's word tour.
Thank you for taking this cozy moment to learn and reflect with us today.
Honor your own path, protect your peace from comparison, and take care.
Bye for now.
Bye.